Maybe I should lower my chair, but I like my chair this height. Yeah. All right. I'm trying to get in frame. Hold on. Hey guys, how you all doing today? Or shall I say this morning? I did not expect YouTube to send out any I did not expect YouTube to send out any notifications on this channel because I thought I'd be clearly out of the algorithm since it's been a while since I posted on here. So it's good to see some of you guys here. Yeah, I can't either, you know. Morning, John in chat. Hi, hello, female Army veteran. Thank you for serving our country. Hello to all of you, especially people who have been supporting me as of recently on my other stuff that I've been doing. To Mrs. Dawn Z, Melinda, of course, Miss Warner Robbins herself. You know who you are, and Michelle. Yo, Katie Kane. Hmm. I need to make some changes in because I'm just like, why aren't people mods? Like, did YouTube just get rid of my mods? I'm like, why aren't people mods? I got a notification. Thank you guys. Good morning, Juju. So your boy said when I come back, just instead of just doing one video, I've already completed 3 videos. Hello, Sally. How you doing? Uh, and I was working trying to complete my 4th video, but it's my weekend with my children, so I stopped on doing any videos to put on my channel just to have a lot out. The goal is to have 4 crimes with crimes short videos that I do, the series that I do on my channel, and then drop the Karen Bodine documentary that I filmed for the this summer. And I just want to be back in the YouTube algorithm before I drop my Karen Bodine video for her, and hope that we can, you know, call some kind of help to provide justice in finding out who took the life of her mother. Okay, so why am I live early this morning? Y'all know I follow my heart, man, and oh boy, this just here, just I was on my phone. Everybody in the house is asleep, so I was on my phone early this morning, and then I saw this video from Hartley here. I'm gonna play, and it just when I saw the video, you know, I don't know if it'll help. It won't do anything, but I have to still try because that's how I've always been. That's how I've always. That's just my personality. You know, you fight, you fight, you fight until you can't fight anymore. So I want to share this video with you guys right now. It's not even long. It's just, and it's coming from the lawyer of the Laundrie family.
I've been using the word distraught for the last couple of days now, and they're extremely upset. And for some unknown reason, there are still people outside of their home, yelling and screaming and causing a ruckus, which any parent that's grieving the loss of a child should not have to deal with that. Marnie, I thought I was very clear in just explaining to you why. If you've got the FBI, the local PD, an independent news reporter, all there at the same time seeing the same thing. You've got quote unquote surveillance of the Laundries 24/7 by protesters and people of the press. When did you think these items were planted? And do you really think the Laundries had skeletal remains of their son, in a plastic bag and brought them to the preserve? Do you realize how ludicrous that is? How aggravating, how maddening it is to even hear those things? And the fact that it's being put out there by the press as well, that's where my level of frustration and anger is coming from. Maybe somebody with a platform should step up and say, hey, knock it off. This is just silly. So if I'm the only one who has to say that this is hogwash because I didn't want to say the word bullshit, then I'm going to say it. It's bull. And I'm sorry if John Q. Public doesn't get that.
Hold on. Where's that coming from? Hold on. I'm listening to some news stuff. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, here it is. I'm trying to figure out what tab was that coming from. Okay. Do you guys remember this right here? Who have been rocking with my channel for a while? Do you guys remember this right here? I'm going to explain it. Who type of one if you remember this right here? I agree 100% with the attorney. I'm gonna explain to y'all this this video right here. This is this video right here that I did on Shane Carey. This was pretty early on. They had not found out what happened to Heidi Broussard. This was me watching the video live right here. And my conclusion from watching this video with Shane Carey, right at the end of the video, I said, right here, I'm looking, I'm thinking, and I'm saying, yeah, he may have some mannerisms that, you know, could be a little different, could be a little off. But there is nothing in this video to show me that this man needs a lynch mob to come at him. There's nothing in this video that showed me that this man committed a single crime. It doesn't give anything. After I made this video, you had people on YouTube making videos calling themselves body language experts that saying he's hiding something. You had the entire world coming at this man only to find out that this man was innocent. Even in the comment section of this video, look what people are telling me. You're batting 1,000, huh? Delete this video. Clueless. People were talking trash to me because I did not want to vilify this man, because I did not see the specific evidence that showed me without a shadow of a doubt that this man committed a crime. And it turned out that all of these people came at this man and he didn't do a single thing at all. He was suffering and grieving just as well. On my channel here, I have always preached. How crazy is it to think that you know more than the FBI? These people went to Quantico, went to training, went to college. They all have degrees, and they have spent years and years and years of investigating these cases in detail. These are the professionals. And by the time it gets to that point, you're already dealing with the BI of whatever state it is, like GBI for Georgia, CBI for Colorado. So you can throw them into the mix. You're dealing with some of the best attorneys, or I'm not attorneys, but the best detectives in that state, wherever the crime has been committed, and they're all working together. But yet we got some people that can just say, screw this, I'm going to go and bother and harass people that I have zero evidence on that did anything wrong at all. I can make up plausible scenarios, and I can write beautiful stories using my degree in creative writing. I can make you guys feel passionately about something. I could use this platform here and look at this camera and tell you a compelling story of how the Laundries took Brian, told him exactly where to go, and hid him. How his father looked him right in the eye and say, son, you can beat this thing. I know you didn't mean to take her life. And how they helped him. And through that passion and the way I know how to deliver this stuff, I can rile you all up to go and harass these people. In that same breath, I can look at the camera and I can go how the family sat Brian down and said, son, did you do it? We want to know. We need to know this information, how he lied to him and how he told him he's just going out to the woods, and how they had no clue about any of this stuff. I can tell you guys how passionately that the Laundrie family wanted to talk to the public, but their lawyer had to beat it inside of them that you need to remain quiet. I'm telling you, a lynch mob is going to start. The best thing to do is not say anything. I can give you plausible stuff how they didn't. It doesn't matter if this what happened or that what happened. What matters is both options still exist. And if both options still exist, and we have all these professionals on the scene, who are we to harass these people? Look, man, I look at drama because I think it's important to look at everything. To me, drama is like you live one block from a bad neighborhood. I'm looking in that bad neighborhood because I need to understand when that bad neighborhood may seep over to my good neighborhood. I look, I don't turn a blind eye. There are actual YouTubers on the scene at the Laundrie house who has looked into a camera and said, I'm only there for views. Now, you need to stop and think about what that means. There's a difference between someone being a bad person and hiding it and pretending like they're good than someone being a bad person and letting you know that they're a bad person. Do you understand what it means if a YouTuber is on the scene in front of the Laundrie's house and they are openly admitting that they are there for the views and the subscribers? That doesn't scare me about them. They're only one person. That scares me about you. It scares me about the audience because it means that I have a different perception of you guys than that YouTuber. One of us is right. That YouTuber is saying, you guys don't care about anything. Stop pretending like you're so nice. You're trash. You're here for the entertainment and you cannot click away. You don't really care about the victims involved in these cases. You don't really care about the harassment of people. You're just like me. I'm a bad person, but you guys are bad people too. You guys are so bad. I can literally tell you all that I'm in front of this house only for views and subscribers, and it's going to work because you care about this stuff, not about the victims. You care about the entertainment value, and that's the only thing. That's what they believe in you. So for every time it works, and this method is shown to be true, that's what I thought about. That's what I thought about all weekend. That's what I thought about when I was grocery shopping and buying all the nice stuff for my cereal and candy and stuff for my kids when they came over. Like, what does it mean if someone can openly admit this? Someone on the scene in front of the Laundrie's house put up a big sign. On this sign, they said that these are the people who love Gabby and are fighting for Gabby. And on that sign, they put the parent of a man who beat a 3-year-old to death. This is blatant mockery of the true crime community. They put the parent of a man who beat a 3-year-old to death. Now, if we were to give everybody the same energy, why aren't they stalking and harassing this guy? He's the parent of someone who murdered someone, just like it appears to be the Laundries are the parents of someone who murdered someone. But I take this even further. The parent of the man who murdered a 3-year-old, he went on to stalk, to harass, and pick on a 3-year-old's family. He went on to tell this family, your son, your child will never have a fourth birthday. This is all documented, all public. Has no remorse for his son of beating a 3-year-old to death. And he's some nice guy that's on a sign in front of the Laundries, who we have zero evidence help Brian at all in anything. When I first started seeing this madness surrounding the the Gabby Petito case, I didn't know anything about it. I didn't look into it because I know my heart. If I look into this, it's gonna bother me and I'm gonna cover it. And I don't have the time to do any cases right now. As I was transitioning to my new place in my new state that I moved to. I didn't know anything until recently. And then when I looked recently and I finally got the details of what happened, to me, a girl went missing and then they found the girl body. That's all I knew. I didn't know anything else. And I just said, let me look and see what's happening. Oh no. Oh no. A vlogger. Americans go crazy over vloggers because they got footage, a lot of footage, more footage on the person than you normally have. This is why the world went crazy over Shanann, formerly known as Watts. Not saying that because she lost her life, saying because her family wants her to be called her maiden name, Rusick, Shanann Rusick. Shanann had all these videos and it pulled the public in. And I'm like, oh, Gabby got all of these videos. Okay, all right. They're vlogging. Oh, she's one of those super sweet, nice people. Optimistic. Oh, they're young. Supposed to be like love and traveling. Wait, hold on. A couple reported that he hit her. Oh, okay. This is getting interesting. The cops are laughing with this dude. Okay. Every little thing I'm getting, I can see and understand the rage coming from the audience. He hit her, as reported by another couple, to the point that the police had to track them down. And this girl is hysterical. And here, though, the cops laughing it up with his guy, buddy, and she's back there by herself. And we are in hindsight, knowing that this girl has lost her life. Wow. Okay. She's missing and he's using her credit card. I'm learning slowly about the case, and I'm caught up to speed to the rest of the world. And I remember in hindsight, I waited about 2 years before I looked at anything on Casey Anthony. Casey Anthony was so huge. I waited. So Casey Anthony case was over with when I said, let me look at Casey Anthony. And in hindsight, sitting back looking, I remember the first things I thought was like, yo, why are these people all around their family like this? Why is this old man grabbing his wife and pushing people out of his yard? This is insane. What the heck is wrong with people? This is insane. They're pushing people out of their yard. Why? I couldn't imagine what that family went through. I couldn't imagine. Imagine the guilt you would feel as a person. Imagine the guilt inside of your body if you have to go into protection mode to protect yourself and your future before grieving. If I lose somebody I love, I want that opportunity to grieve for the loss. But what if I don't even have it? What if you've got to hold that in? This is one of my favorite books back there. It's this series called Lock and Key. They're putting Lock and Key on Netflix, but that's kind of crappy. Don't let the Netflix version. The books are way better. But in the books of Lock and Key, you can open someone's head and you can pull out their bad thoughts, little monsters, or you pull out anything negative or depression, anything that's not positive. That grieving process, you lose a loved one and everything. I would imagine that would be a big, ugly little monster that's not letting go, that's stuck inside of your head because you're in defense mode. You got to get a lawyer that tell you not to talk to the public. You got to do everything to save yourself. So you just got all that boggled in. And there are people outside harassing you every wake and turn. And some of these people are admitting they don't really care. They just want the views. I don't know if I can do anything, man. All I do is follow my heart. That lawyer had a point when he was saying how people use their platforms, and that's how I would choose to use my platform. I would choose to use my platform to even say, just to publicly have on record, you guys need to stop this madness. This is crazy. This is crazy. You got a earthworm Jim looking ass dude. I came all the way from Arizona or somewhere. He know more than all of the FBI. He know more. All the detectives. He knows more than all of these professionals who probably wired the crap out their telephone, then went and combed through everything that they could of the Laundrie family. And here's something else. If the Laundrie family helped Brian, they're going to be the first to know. They're not going to be, you're going to be bothering them and impeding on their investigation. What they find out ain't going to come nothing from the lynch mob outside of their home. They used to say, I used to say that it's bad people cannot be consistent. They're fake. So they're trying to pretend like they're good. So it's impossible. You're going to mess up. You can't pretend and be 100% successful every day. So it's only a matter of time before something happens and they're gone. All these bad people you see, all these bad people trying to do stuff for clout, they will 100% be gone. So then I asked myself, I questioned myself and said, well, why even bother? Just take your challenge and do something else. Don't even speak on it. It's gonna happen to them anyway. And then I thought, is there a difference between these people naturally gonna phase themselves out because you can't consistently be fake, or the public doing it, causing attention, to spread awareness, to get people to not even go and cheer for stuff like that, to champion stuff like that. And I found the difference. I understand why it's important. The difference is, if someone naturally phases themselves out, you don't get to cheer, because what they did is still there for another fake person to come on and do it too. It's not only still there, but it encourages them. There was nothing to stop them. It encourages the next person. It's like healing a sore, but not healing the cause of what made the sore. Another sore is just going to pop up. Yeah, what about all the damage control between them phasing out? You're absolutely right, Daisy White. You're absolutely right. That's what I was thinking. Like, yeah, and someone said Brian was an adult. The parents can't control him. What I think is going on, um, and forgive me if I say it wrong, if I'm live right now, but like, people want a serving. They want food. They want something on that plate. They like Gabby. Gabby died. Her life was taken from her. To see this stuff, to see the couple riding past and finding the white van, and seeing that last footage of it, like, that gonna make people want food. You gotta give me something on this plate. For Brian to phase out the way he did, quietly, what appears that it could have been on his own, people are mad because that ain't food on their plate. They wanted Brian delivered to them, tied up on a rope with an apple in his mouth, while they cheer with fire and flames and the pitchforks in the air. And they didn't get that, because, especially if he took his life, no one likes that. So who's left? Who's left for me to take this anger out on? His parents. I don't know if they helped him or not, so I'm just going to assume that they did help, and I'm going to go and stalk and harass him. That's what's going on right now. That's exactly what's going on right now. This is the same from what I'm new into the Gabby stuff. From what I'm seeing, this looks the same as it did with the Casey Anthony, and that is an example of how they did that parents' yard in Florida. House almost look alike, yard almost look alike too. But the same way that they did that, like, another case pop up, they're gonna do the same thing because of what we were just talking about. Like, you never stop the disease, you just stop the sore. You never stop the real root cause. I am angry for Petito and Smith's parents who wanted to speak to the Laundries. I mean, that's cool. I mean, people can feel whatever that way they want to. I'm talking about the actions of based upon feelings. You can sit up here and roll your eyes. You can say, I think that they planned it. I think that they helped their son. You say all this. I'm talking about the actions to how you feel. There are multiple cases live right now where I feel like a family may have had some involvement to it. Y'all don't know that stuff, because I feel like it's best to wait until you have evidence or whatever. If I'm talking to my friends away from YouTube, we can have a nice discussion, bro. I'm gonna tell you, I think such and such did that. I think they know what's going on, but I gotta wait. Have a responsibility as a platform before I send a lynch mob to people. Because what if that case was not solved so fast with Heidi Brewster? You guys would have tied Shane Carey up. You would have put an apple in his mouth. You would have grabbed your pitchforks. You would have had your fire ready to take this man out. I didn't see no I'm sorry videos on Shane. I didn't see nothing. I didn't see no I was wrong on the facts. I see all the people who ran at Shane Carey to simply turn around and go to the next case as if they didn't just put out this false information and then had the audacity to leave their videos up to receive more views after vilifying this innocent man. You have a responsibility. Crazy that you typed the word Sparta because my boys over here for the weekend. So I told them, I'm like, I was telling my boys about preparation, and you can get a lot out of being prepared. And so we started talking about the 300, and then I showed them the movie The 300. We literally just watched that yesterday. So it's funny you said Sparta, but like you have a responsibility, man. People. Which case was it? My first ever video I did was on Sarah and Amina, and where your pain comes from is that if one tiny thing could have changed, one tiny thing, we could stop this, or something else could have been different, or something else could have happened. Just one tiny little thing, and it bothers you. It bothers me that their mom called them back, knowing that her husband was going to try to kill his daughters. It bothers me that she did that. If you just would have just those girls ran away, those girls were safe, and one by one you begged and cried for them to come home. And the first day he got them both home, he shot them both to death, killed his own daughters. I think that she is freaking scum. I'm not sending a pitchfork mob to her. That's passionate to me. That's passionate. I think it's unspeakable what that phone call did. That phone call really took them out, took her daughters out. That phone call to tell Amina to come home killed both of her daughters. I'm putting myself into the shoes of anybody who got some kind of disdain for the Laundrie family. I'm putting myself in your shoes right now, live. I've been in your position. I know how you feel, but I mean, in this situation, my situation worse than yours because my situation is based upon facts. It is a fact that she called her daughters to come over. You have no facts that the Laundrie did anything to help their son in this situation. You have nothing. So in my situation, worse than yours, and I still ain't sending. I don't condone that. What does it say about you? What kind of true crime community do you want online? What kind of true crime uh, person are you? Are you the type of person that's going to prove these people right when they have figured out I don't have to pretend to be nice anymore? I can go hoot, holler, scream, yell, and then I can go to my hotel room and calmly tell people I only did it for the views. I did this for the views, and I'm going to keep going out there screaming and yelling for the views because they feel like you guys don't care. Are they right? Thank you, hippie chick. I just asked you, look within, are they right? The Breakfast Club is in my black community, my hip hop community. It's a part of my black community, right? They have entertaining guests on the Breakfast Club. Ever since my thoughts have changed about one of the people on the Breakfast Club, the split day it happened, I have never watched it. My YouTube algorithm knows me well. It don't even send it to my channel. Stopped immediately. I don't watch. We not looking at none of that over here because I'm for real. There's no fake about me. If I feel a YouTuber is doing something like that, I'm not saying that's disgusting and secretly going over to watch their channel because it's so insane that I can't turn my eyes away. I am a grown ass man. I'm in control of my fucking feelings. That person is disgusting. I'm not going to watch. I'm gonna fix all my three dots on my YouTube to say do not recommend this channel, do not recommend, do not recommend. That is the action. You want to help Gabby? I found out Gabby got a foundation, and this foundation is going to continue to help other cases of missing people. Take your anger and everything you have, if you really care about Gabby, and go to what they're trying to start over there to help other missing people. That's what you can do with your misplaced anger. Because you just as dirty as all these people who is milking these cases. If you sitting up here saying that is wrong, but you secretly taking your one view over there because your one view in your dirty mind is adding to the next person one view in dirty mind and adding and adding and adding until they feel that they're making enough successful living or supportive to their living that they have now that they want to continue to do it and inspire others to do it as well. I want to be right. I want to think that that's not the true crime community we have here. I actually want to be right. You guys have gotten to the point, and not all of you, you know who you are. I don't want to say I'm condemning everybody, but like it's like, and since it makes all of us look bad, I'm not going to say you guys. I'm going to say we. We gotten to the point that we don't like cases to be wrapped up quickly. There are actual people out here who would be mad if Summer Wells was found. Oh, it's over with. I can't milk the views anymore. Ah. For all intents and purposes, I know when the professionals actually speak on the details, so I'm not going to close it up. But for all intents and purposes, right now, it's looking like this is wrapped up. And a sad, tragic tale of young love and what it appears to be a man jealous of a woman who had a goal. That's what it looks like. It looks like he killed his girlfriend and then killed himself. Looks like in the story. But I keep that little thing open and wait to hear from the professionals. I'm nobody. I will proudly say uh, I'm just an armchair detective, and we are the bottom of the totem pole because we don't have the expertise like they have. And that's something that I think that even though we're here every day to talk about this kind of stuff, we need to keep into our mind. The people that you're listening to, we aren't professional. I see you, Kashi. John, look into the Jelani Day case in Bloomington. Oh, I'm on it. I'm already on it, sir. I'm already on it. I'm already on it. I'm in a good spot right now. But even other stuff from the past we forgot about, I'm already on. In my opinion, I don't believe he killed himself. Or what do I know? You're right, and I don't know if he killed himself either. That's how it appears to be. He knew the walls was closing in. He went out there. I don't know. I don't. I don't. I think people. I think people. There's nothing wrong with the word I don't know. I don't think people realize that. There's nothing wrong with that word. I'd rather say I don't know with an open mind than pretend and and fill the gap of the unknown with speculation and seal that in as if it's fact, and then take that assumption, go give that assumption to everybody else, and then we run out and we start hurting other people based upon my assumption. Sadly enough, and I've heard people say this on YouTube, I've heard people say, tell us what to think. Listen to me. People in the audience have told a YouTuber, tell us what to think. Do you guys realize how freaking crazy that is? Tell us what to think. You have a case, cough, cough. I got plenty of cases. Preach, open your minds, people. That's crazy, man. Like I've never looked. I never in my life looked at a YouTuber like they make the decisions for me. I'm a YouTuber here because I'm live, but when I log out and I got my phone in my hand and I'm scrolling down YouTube, I'm the same as you guys. I'm somebody in the audience. When somebody else is live, I'm sitting here with my phone, just like you guys are sitting there with your phone. And when I sit here with my phone, they don't make up their decisions for me. I make up my decision for myself. I'll look at everything you're saying. Like, that sounds plausible. That sounds crazy. That sounds good. I'll look at everything in detail. I make up my own mind. I'm not, don't be a follower, be a leader. I have no idea how Brian passed away. I don't know. I don't know. All I feel that people care more about just a hot new thing to talk about, and then they'll move on. In January of this year, January 2021, December 2020, everything was about Orrin and Orson. Where's the mob for Orrin and Orson now? Oh, because they're not the hot topic. Summer Wells became hot topic. Oh, we got video footage of someone. Okay, so this Gabby about to trump Summer Wells. Okay, Gabby stuff seemed like it's wrapping up. We need to go back to Summer Wells because Summer Wells is unsolved, and that's where you get your money from. The one that's unsolved, you get your money from the unsolved cases because you can speculate and make up all kind of lies to get people to come back in for that re-up. It's like the dope game. You got to get that re-up money. Idolizing YouTubers is a thing. Yeah, that's insane to me. A YouTuber is a human being that doesn't mind turning on their camera and talking or editing videos. That's it. That's it. Some really, really intelligent, some really, really dumb. They all come in different levels, just like humans come in different levels. There's nothing special about a freaking YouTuber, man. The difference between you and them is that you analyze and bring facts to these type of crimes. Yeah. But do I listen to too much credibility people like John Walsh or remember I said what's wrong with I don't know? Here's another one for you that should be obvious. What's wrong with waiting? Right before I went live, right? I want to make sure I spelled their names correctly because I wasn't really into the case like everybody else. So I opened up a new window. It pulled up an article on Brian Laundrie and Gabby Petito. And in this article, they were saying how the public was mad that they're taking their sweet time. I'm like, when did this happen? Like, do you understand like the average length of like a big like of a case? How did they take their time? How? When did they take their time? It's over in October. What's up, Lori? Miss Staggs. Orrin and Orson still are not found right now. How did they take their time? It's like I never get YouTube notifications anymore. Are you covering the Summer Wells case? I don't know. I don't know. That's the best thing I can say. It has always been naturally in me that when I see these extremely huge cases, like I don't even think about it. It's subconscious to me. It just happens. I don't even. It's not nothing I'm purposely thinking about. Soon as I see something really huge, I don't tend to go to it and rush real fast. If I cover it, it'll be long months later. Uh, I covered the Gannon Stout way, way months later after everything happened. I got a Jody Arias podcast coming out next week. Look how long that's been. When I cover things, like I don't, and then I like to have a lot of facts. I don't like to do a lot of speculation. And someone say, isn't that usual though when you lose someone because they don't want know because they don't what's going on? Don't get me wrong, I admire people and how they run their channels or present their info. I respect many YouTubers, but idolizing those all about hysteria and drama is bonkers to me. Yeah. And the sad part is they do this under the moniker that they care about the victim, but they know we can never hear from the victim. Look how many YouTubers said that they're doing this for the because Shanann is speaking to them from the grave when the family is telling them to leave them alone. You know darn well how much Shanann love her mom and love her brother and love her family. You know, if she actually could speak, she would be flipping the freak out on these YouTubers trying to use her name to harass her family. This was a super family woman, but they know she can't speak because they know she's dead, so they can just lie and make up stuff, and the people in the audience who are fucking idiots will say, yes, do it for them. There's nothing in any video I saw of Gabby from her personality that would say, yeah, man, I think you guys should go and harass his parents. Subjective. That's the personality I got. There's nothing I saw in her that would say that. Thank you. Understand. I'm watching Jodi Arias podcast. Her psychological. So her psychology is pretty fascinating. Yeah. And then this time when we researched the podcast, so my first time knowing every specific detail that took place in that situation. I'm like, Jesus. I only knew she flipped around and did crazy stuff in the interrogation room, but getting the details, I'm like, whew. It made me understand how so many people are able to go missing and never be found. It took a manhunt. Yeah, it that's the scariest thing about me starting this YouTube channel. I did not understand the missing person aspect is scary because I'm like, why would you take someone and they go missing? You're gonna get caught. Well, after starting this YouTube channel, I don't even want to say it out loud. Let's just say every case I look into, the more it just looks easier and easier that you can make somebody go missing, and I hate that. I hate that. I think the world is going to change, and it's from one specific little device. It's like you have no idea how a tiny device can change mankind. And to me, like Napster changed the world because Napster showed us that you can take a song from one computer to the next computer, and from that, you couldn't beat people stealing music, so you had to make some kind of way to make everything digital, which came the iPod. The iPod came, and once you got that, putting that kind of technology into a phone, we changed the whole music industry overnight from Napster. I think these doorbells is going to change the world. Because some people like, I ain't finna do all that, man. Pay all that money to get that little camera on here. But when everybody do it, when everybody, even the apartment complex, I'm now you walk past people's apartment, they got that camera. I forget what it's called. Y'all know what it's called, the little ring doorbell thing that you can see somebody. That's gonna change the world. It's gonna make it very hard once you got the city putting the cameras and stuff around downtown where you can see from one store, you can track somebody, whereabouts. Like, okay, they left their house at this time. All right, they went past the bank at this time. Then these 4 houses, they all got them driving down this street. I just think that one little device is going to help out a lot on some of these missing cases because you can't go tell the whole world to turn their camera off, your Ring camera. I think that's going to be as detrimental to solving crimes as if like Napster was to the music industry. A lot of stuff you can't do now. The more and more we get these Ring cameras, if we pay to keep that footage for an extended time. um, I finally learned how to take screenshots on a laptop during this case. Yeah, people get knowledgeable, man. Like, look, listen to me. I'm not a robot. As a matter of fact, I'm an extremely passionate person. Sometimes I get accused of having too much passion. I totally get your anger. I 1,000,000%. I don't want to think like I don't get. I totally get your anger, man. Such an innocent life was taken for no reason at all. We gotta find another way to get that stuff out of us. Just like I said, like what'll happen if you can't release that? You can't release that cry when a family member dies because you have to focus on trying to protect yourself from going to prison. You got to release that. You got to release that anger, release everything that you feel, but you got to do it in the right way. Whoever is starting this thing for Gabby Petito to look into more missing person cases, whoever started that, they're releasing that the right way. They're releasing that. That's how you supposed to do it. And I support that. And let me tell you what I liked about it, what I read. The big thing with this white woman syndrome, like you get a white woman missing, the whole world go crazy. But when it's over minorities or lesser people, it's not that much media attention. So I don't know if it's true or not, but what I read of the Gabby Petito I think situation, I forget what it's called, Foundation. I put up so many articles. They understand that. So they are going to be looking at minority cases. That's awesome. That's awesome to, when we can look at and make sure that everybody gets attention. And is right there in your face. And if you standing in front of the Laundrie's house screaming like a fucking idiot, you're still not focusing on the right thing. Yeah, I bet it was horrible what happened to Gabby, man. Like, you ever been at the woods at nighttime? That's why I'm glad y'all don't want me to do no Gabby video. Y'all know when I put that black screen and I make the screen go black and white, and I describe to you, I mean, really put yourself into her zone out there. You know how dark it is out there? Somebody choking you or whatever happened, and you have to, your brain is thinking, most people would scream, but ain't nobody gonna hear me. Be that far away from your family. Someone said many bodies were found in the process of looking for Gabby and Brian. Wow, I didn't know that. It's exactly what Gabby would want. From what I've heard, she loves everybody. Yeah, and that foundation is going to look into cases of everybody, no matter what race or ethnicity group they come from. That's freaking awesome, man. When y'all paying these stupid drama YouTubers $50 a month, $100 a month, did you put a dime to that? I'll wake up and follow the Gabby case every day. When you paying all these idiots, did you put a dime to her foundation? Man, that comment you just said, Jolin Johnson. If my husband was choking me, I wouldn't believe it would kill me until I was dead. Can't imagine how she felt. Yeah. I'll take your comment a step further. If you're being physically beaten and stuff all the time, you're gonna think that this is just one of those episodes. You're not gonna think that you're gonna die. You think he's gonna let go. You think that nothing has been more scary. This is the scariest thing he's done. So I really need to be on my best behavior when we get back inside of the camper or van or whatever they had. I really need to listen to him. So I'm really gonna listen to him this time. And while you're thinking I'm really gonna listen to him this time, you're slowly dying and not even realizing that you're dying. I'm so sorry that happened to you, Maria. Nah, nah, Laura Bell. People know what they do. Like if I went to somebody's channel and I saw the YouTuber talking like me, I'll be right with him. I wouldn't think he talking about me because I know I don't do stuff like that. I wouldn't even. I know he ain't talking about me. People know who I'm talking to. They got that sinking feeling in their chest. They know who they are. Gabby's dad said that there are so many other girls and missing people that just don't have the paraphrasing internet coverage to help their loved ones to recover them. Her dad said that. So if you like Gabby, you rock with Gabby, and you've been all about Gabby. You've been obsessed over the Gabby case, and you're getting to know her personality through her family and stuff like this. Why aren't you putting that energy into something that Gabby would like? Like I said, I don't know her. I can only say my opinion based upon the things I'm seeing. I don't think that from what I've seen, the type of person that Gabby is, she would like the harassment that's going on with the Laundrie family. Crystal said, as a previous battered woman, I can imagine she thought it would be over soon and I'd be getting an apology and sweet things happening to me for the rest of the day. Wow. That's heartbreaking, Crystal. Sorry you went through that. But that's what they do. I saw that with that Ike movie, the Ike and Tina Turner movie. Like whenever he would beat her, he would buy her gifts or he'd be very sweet to her. This case has opened my eyes to how much toxicity it's in the true crime community. Thank you, John, for not being a part of that and showing people those toxic people don't rule this community. No, thank you guys. We need more. All of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to keep that distinction. There's no difference between me and you because I cut on my camera. 99.999% of my life is not being on camera on YouTube. So I'm the same as you. So when I'm in that audience now, I don't watch those people. The best thing you can do is even, you know what I'm saying, being vocal is awesome, but the best thing you can do is just don't watch. Let's break this down. So a bad person don't give a fuck, right? It's the nonchalantness, it's the not caring part that makes them a bad person, right? But look at the physical actions of not caring. Okay, I don't care about true crime, but it looks like I can make some money if I just go on here. I say a bunch of lies, I speculate, and I get people to come to my channel every day. I go scream and yell and do all of this stuff to pull people in, get on CNN and all of this stuff in front of houses, right? So if they're bad, it isn't that they want to do these things. What their motive is to make money. I talked to the sister on a podcast that I did. Shout out to my girl Amanda. That's my buddy. Her brother, life was taken away from him. He was shot in the face with a shotgun. She said something very important when she came on my other channel and she was interviewed. She said, if I know a YouTuber or a podcast are bad people, she said, I would still go on their channel and I would use them. I'll use anybody I can to get my brother's story out there. What y'all think about that? She said, I just want my brother's story out there because it's unsolved, right? So if you think about in those terms, and a bad person really just wants money, I'm fine with a bad person getting money if they do it. I'm fine with them not caring if it helps. If it's factual, I'm sorry. If it's based upon facts, like let's just say they got an amazing personality that people gravitate towards. If they do it factually, I don't even care that they soul not into it. That's between you and whatever maker you believe in. But if you putting the facts out there and it's helping to solve unsolved cases, you go get your money, and then this family gets resolution. I don't care about your motives. But when you take you're not caring, that makes you a bad person. When you take that and you mess up an investigation, when you got these people so riled up that the phone lines and stuff are tied up that we can't get the real calls in, when you're frustrating the detectives and the FBI agents, then now you become a problem when you're trying to get your money. Now you're a problem. I started watching true crime due to how my 11-year-old granddaughter being in an abusive relationship with her dad's girlfriend. Wow. Ooh, woo, boy, I go off. After 2 years of repost to CPS and schools, that girlfriend gave the dad 11 stitches. Wow. Yeah, if I know, I'm gonna be quiet. You know what I'm saying? I know some people bad. They don't think that I know that they're bad because you know what I'm saying. Their videos actually help. I'm like, yeah, great. I know you don't care, but I'm not gonna say nothing. Keep doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? You helping people. Thinking you can get the facts from these channels, claiming they are just justice when in reality they're looking for clout, views, money. You've seen it firsthand. The action spoke volume on this case. Yeah, I mean, they taught me. This case taught me because I'm used to bad people lying and trying to be fake. I'm not used to bad people saying, "Yeah, I do it for the views." You know, so that taught me like no one does anything unless they feel they have the confidence. So if you feel you got the confidence to say, "Yeah, I'm just doing it for the views," you wake up and you still go back out there for clout and your channel hasn't suffered, you're still getting the same amount of views. Nothing's changed even after your admission. Oh, I can't look at the YouTuber at that point. I got to go look at the audience. I got to go look at the people. Like, what the hell is going on here? You know what I'm saying? That YouTuber is just one person, but like, I'm looking at thousands of people. Like, okay, do I need to rethink the mindset of the people that are in the true crime community? I work with survivors of domestic violence every day. I'm an advocate, and I'm hopeful that what happened to Gabby opens eyes in law enforcement and helps people who are in DV situations. Yeah. Some harassers give me the feeling they were in the big girls bully club in high school. If you ignore them and stop, I felt from what that lawyer said. He's like, you got a platform, do something. So I have to look at myself and go, well, why was I doing this? Why does out of all the videos I have, one of the ones that stick out the most is the video I did with Christine because her mom is still missing, and I would love for her to have justice. I would love when I see her crying when I talk to her behind the scenes and everything that she was going through. I would love for her to have that. I really care. So when a person says, "So you know, you got a platform," he's saying like, "You got a platform. All these people out here doing this dirty stuff. What you gonna do with it?" All right, I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna put mine on paper. This is me putting mine on paper right here. This live. I'm putting mine on paper. This is how I feel. This is what I don't stand for, and I wish that other people come out here and do the same thing. There are big YouTubers that never speak on stuff like this. I get it. I totally understand. I don't never say nothing to y'all about it. But at the end of the day, if you got a career on YouTube, if your sole money come from YouTube, if your sole money come from doing true crime, they are gonna hurt you. You need this, and they out here finna put up documentaries and stuff to say how we are all foul. They're going to use these bad people footage to show evidence of how we are all foul. But even though they use their footage, they're going to use your name because you have the most subscribers, because you're the biggest. They're going to put this bad shit on you. They're not going to put Susie Q Maker with 15,000 subscribers in their big Netflix documentary. They're going to put the people with 100,000 subscribers, 300,000, 500,000, a million. Those are the people they're going to put on there. They're going to put your face on there, even though you haven't done anything at all, even though you have morals and principles, but they're going to use their footage. So I think it's important that we show that no, we don't stand for this. We don't stand for what those idiots are doing. The people who are being big, the people who are being successful are not doing this crap. There's always a time to be silent, but there's always a time to step up and do the right thing. I don't stand for that crap, man. That's in your interpretation, M's. And when you were seeing, I ain't said no name on here. I did that with a purpose. And if you see, if I'm on my smaller channel, I'm quick to say a name. I ain't said not a single name on this live because I ain't bringing nobody to them. I'm saying to say that we don't stand for this harassment. You ain't got to be talking about nobody specifically to say that you don't stand for this harassment of these families, the exploitation of these cases. I always know what I'm doing. I will never mention that name on here. Thank you, Don. I appreciate that, Don. I got to figure out how to say your last name too. I say the name on my smaller stuff though. I gotta go and continue to be dad. You know what I'm saying? Hope I ain't woke my boys up because we had fun all night. But I owe this to the true crime community, and I owe it to myself or what I stand for to put this out here, man. Like this is insanity, man. You know what you're gonna do? You're gonna yell, you're gonna holler, you're gonna scream, you're gonna make an embarrass yourself, and then every day it's going to get smaller and smaller and smaller, and then nobody's going to be there, and then that family going to go to their normal life the same way as Casey Anthony mom and dad went back to their normal life. Love you too, Pamela. All right, y'all have a good day, and remember my slogan, as always, don't kill, make a sandwich, and I'll be right back with those documentaries that you guys care about. Hopefully we can spread some awareness on some of these cases. Uh, Unsolved Crime, Karen Bodine. How about that? Justice for Karen Bodine. Oh, and also justice for Jessica Reed too.